You know, in this movie, in the trailer, the main bad guy says, "We're all given a purpose." You know what my purpose is? Trying to figure out this top 10 after watching Overlord. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Overlord, the newest film from director Julius Avery, and stars Jovan Adepo, Wyatt Russell, Mathilde Ollivier, Pilou Asbæk, and John Magaro. It's also written by Billy Ray and Mark L. Smith. Billy Ray is a very underrated screenwriter, has done stuff like Shattered Glass. So the story of Overlord is about American military who traveled to France during D-Day on June 6, 1944. They're tasked of taking down a German cell tower or radio tower, as it's called, in this small village in France. Well, when their plane gets shot down, only a few survive, and then we get our story of when they travel to this radio tower. But the problem is, it doesn't go the way it seems, and not everything is what it seems. I'm not going to go into any more details on the story because you guys need to see this movie. This movie is awesome. Jovan Adepo is pretty awesome in this movie, as well as Wyatt Russell, who was in a Black Mirror episode. This movie is just insane. This movie is bonkers. This movie is so outrageous and so horrifying and so scary and so action packed that you sit there and go, holy crap, what am I watching? But that's what makes it a great horror film as well as an action film because it gives you those tense moments. And then, like I said, we got these characters who are put in this situation that is in France, but is dealing with the Germans. And then, you got the language barrier, and then you got the insane things that are going on. And guys, like I said in the beginning of this episode or this review, this movie's going to go somewhere in the top 10. I don't know where. This movie is that good. It's one of the best horror action films I've seen, maybe since Trick or Treat. There's probably been other horror films since, but this movie takes tense nature. Movie takes great screenwriting, great action sequences, and just throws it at you. Throws it and throws it and throws it. And I love this fucking movie. I love this movie to death. Like I said before, Billy Ray, who's been one of my favorite screenwriters, teams up with Mark L. Smith, and they create this tense mood of insanity that just gets under your skin. You're just feeling every single hit, you're feeling every single punch, you're feeling every single shot. And it's so good. And I'm so glad that J.J. Abrams is such an uber producer because stuff like this would never get made. I mean, we've had, Cloverfield, and we've had 10 Cloverfield Lane, and we've had stuff like this. Even though this doesn't take place in the Cloverfield universe, this movie is the kind of stuff we should get because it's original, it's natural, it's beautiful, it's insane. Julius Avery, who directed it, just has a great eye for talent. He has a great eye for action. And I went to see this in the Dolby Cinema Theater, which, if you got a chance to be able to see in a Dolby Cinema Theater, from the very get go of this movie, you were just hit over the head with action and sound and music. The sound is reverberating, and if you get great sound, it's like your seats vibrate, and everything just goes great with this movie. And it's just, it can't be understated how good this movie is and how good the villains are. And even though they're like B level villains, they're well played. And at the very beginning, you get like film scratching and stuff like that, like an old style film, and then you get the overlay, like in the 40s, of the Overlord theme or the Overlord title screen, and it's really cool. But this movie is it's so fascinating in what it's trying to do, what it's trying to tell you, what it's trying to be. And it's probably gonna, to me, go down as one of the best horror films of this decade, of this 2000s and beyond, because it's just that good. And I applaud everyone who was involved with this movie because I'm pretty sure Paramount, after the Cloverfield paradox, when they released that to Netflix, they were like, we need a hit. And I hope you guys go see this movie. If you're not into violence, if you're not into gore, if you're not into horror, I understand if you don't go see it. But if you are a horror fan, if you love horror, if you love action, if you love just suspense, and you just love good, fun time at the movie theater, go see Overlord. I can't highly recommend it enough. So, but yeah, that's gonna be my take. I don't want to spoil anything because I want you guys to see it. Don't watch the trailers because it does give away more than it should. But Overlord, definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. So, but that'll be it. That'll be my take on Overlord. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what you see, check out YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, email nlapola1138@gmail.com. In the comments below, let me know what you think about the idea of this movie. If you're interested in seeing this movie, what your favorite horror film is. Of course, mine Halloween, as I told you before. But like I said, I want to know. So, but otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Peace.